Welcome to Factastic World. Forget your granddad's rusty old shotgun today. We're talking about firearms that cost more than a Lamborghini, more than a house, more than some small islands in the Pacific. We're diving headfirst into the world of luxury firearms. These are not just your run-of-the-mill pea shooters. No, sir. These are masterpieces of engineering, craftsmanship, and history. So, buckle up because we're about to embark on a thrilling countdown of the top 10 most expensive guns in the world. Kicking things off with a bang, or should I say a gunshot, this is the Smith & Wesson No. 3, the revolver that met Jesse James at his demise. Jesse James was a celebrity outlaw, robbing banks and trains in the Wild West. When this gun went up for auction, it caused quite a stir. People were tripping over themselves to get a piece of American history. This isn't just a gun, it's a relic from a bygone era, a piece of history whispering tales of daring heists and dusty saloons. This revolver is worth a jaw-dropping $2.5 million. That's right, 2.5 million smackaroos. Next up, we've got a pair of pistols so steeped in history, they practically ooze patriotism. These beauties belong to none other than George Washington himself, the first president of the United States, the big cheese, the founding father. Now, these aren't your flashy, gold-plated, diamond-encrusted pieces you might expect from a modern-day head of state. No, these are flintlock pistols, simple yet elegant, much like the man himself, but don't let their understated appearance fool you. These pistols were the height of technology back in the day. They were used in the American Revolutionary War, for crying out loud. They were there when America earned its stripes, literally. Can you imagine the stories these pistols could tell, the battles they've seen, the decisions made with them at hand? It's enough to give a history buff goosebumps. Today, these pistols are valued at a cool $2 million, and frankly, I'm surprised it's not more. They're practically priceless artifacts, a testament to the birth of a nation. Moving on from historical significance to just plain old bling, we have the Shah of Iran's gold-engraved shotgun. This isn't just a gun, it's a work of art, a testament to exquisite craftsmanship. Dripping in gold with intricate patterns, delicate scrollwork, and tiny animals all carved out of solid gold. And as if that wasn't enough, they've added precious jewels. When you're the Shah of Iran, you need something that screams, "I am the Shah." This gun certainly gets it across. Valued at $1.8 million, it's a true statement piece. Chapter 4, the Liberator's Pistols. Now let's hop over to South America, shall we? These beauties are the Simon Bolivar flintlock pistols, and they belong to none other than Simon Bolivar himself, the liberator of South America. You see, Bolivar was a bit of a big deal down there, a bit like George Washington, but with better weather. He led several countries to independence from the Spanish Empire, and these pistols, well, they were right there with him every step of the way. They're a symbol of revolution, of freedom, of a continent throwing off the shackles of oppression. They've seen more battles than a Hollywood war film, and they've come out the other side as a testament to Bolivar's legacy. And speaking of legacy, these pistols are valued at $1.7 million. Not bad for a couple of old pistols, eh? But then again, these aren't just any old pistols, are they? They're a piece of history, a tangible link to one of the most important figures in South American history. Chapter 5. Grant's trusty sidearms. Next up, we've got another pair of pistols with a presidential pedigree. These are the Ulysses S. Grant Remington revolvers, and they belong to, you guessed it, Ulysses S. Grant, the 18th President of the United States. Now, Grant was a general in the American Civil War before he became president, so he knew a thing or two about guns. And these revolvers, well, they were his trusty sidearms throughout the war. They saw him through thick and thin, through victory and defeat, and they were there when he accepted the surrender of the Confederate Army at Appomattox Courthouse. Can you imagine the pressure those revolvers must have felt, the weight of a nation resting on their engraved barrels? It's enough to make you want to pour them a stiff drink. Today, these revolvers are valued at $1.6 million, and they're a testament to Grant's legacy as both a general and a president. They're a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always hope, always a way forward. Chapter 6. The Colt that started it all. Ah, the Colt Patterson revolver. This, my friends, is where it all began. This is the gun that made Samuel Colt a household name, the gun that tamed the Wild West, the gun that made cowboys weak at the knees. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but you get the point. The Colt Paterson was a revolutionary firearm, the first commercially successful revolving cylinder pistol. It was faster, more reliable, and more deadly than anything that came before it. In short, it was the iPhone of its day. Everyone wanted one, from lawmen to outlaws, from gamblers to gunslingers. It was the must-have accessory of the 19th century, and its influence on firearm design is still felt today. So how much is a piece of history like this worth? Well, a Colt Paterson revolver in good condition can fetch up to $1.5 million at auction. That's right, $1.5 million big ones. Chapter 7, a Smith & Wesson for the ages. Now we're back with Smith & Wesson, but this time, it's not about killing outlaws. This is the Smith & Wesson Model 3, and it's a rare breed indeed. Only a handful of these beauties were ever made, and even fewer have survived in this kind of pristine condition. It's like finding a perfectly preserved Roman chariot in your grandma's attic. It's that rare. And because of its rarity, its historical significance, and its association with some pretty important historical figures, I'm sworn to secrecy. Sorry, this little revolver is valued at a cool $1.3 million. That's right, over $1 million for a gun that's probably never even been fired in anger. But that's the thing about collectors. They're not interested in using these things. They're interested in owning a piece of history, a tangible link to the past. And this Smith & Wesson Model 3, it's a first-class ticket to the 19th century. Next up, we have a gun that's near and dear to the hearts of rifle enthusiasts everywhere, the Winchester Model 1886. This isn't just any old Winchester though. This particular rifle has history, provenance, and a price tag that would make your eyes water. This Winchester Model 1886 was sold for a staggering $1.2 million, making it one of the most expensive rifles ever sold at auction. What makes it so special? Well, for starters, it's in immaculate condition. It just rolled off the assembly line yesterday. But more importantly, this rifle has a story to tell. It was owned by Captain Henry Ware Lawton, a legendary figure in the Indian Wars. Lawton was known for his bravery, his leadership, and his skill as a soldier. And this rifle was his constant companion throughout his military career. It's a tangible link to a bygone era, a time when the American West was still wild and untamed. Now, who says size doesn't matter? This is the Colt Model 1849 pocket revolver, and it's living proof that good things come in small packages. This isn't your grandpappy's rusty old six-shooter. No, sir, this is a work of art disguised as a firearm. This little revolver is absolutely covered in intricate gold inlays. We're talking delicate scrollwork, floral patterns, even tiny little birds all meticulously crafted out of solid gold. It's the kind of craftsmanship that makes you want to weep with joy, or at least empty your bank account. And speaking of emptying your bank account, this golden pocket rocket is valued at a cool $1.1 million. That's right, over $1 million for a gun that could fit in your pocket. Of course, you'd need rather large pockets and probably a team of security guards to go with them. And finally, we come to the granddaddy of them all, the Colt Walker. This beast of a revolver was designed by Samuel Colt himself, and it was the most powerful handgun in the world for over 30 years. This was no pocket pistol, mind you. This was a gun that meant business. It was big, it was heavy, and it packed a punch that could knock down a charging buffalo at 100 paces. The Colt Walker was the weapon of choice for the Texas Rangers, and it quickly gained a reputation as a fearsome and effective firearm. Today, a Colt Walker in good condition can fetch up to $1 million at auction. That's right, $1 million for a gun that's older than your great-great-grandfather. And there you have it, the top 10 most expensive guns in the world. From historical relics to ornate masterpieces, these firearms are a testament to the craftsmanship, ingenuity, and often the sheer extravagance of humankind. Each one tells a story, a tale of battles fought, lives lost, and fortunes made. They're a reminder that even in the world of firearms, there's room for beauty, artistry, and a hefty dose of history. If you enjoyed this journey through the world of high-price weaponry, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to FactasticWorld for more fascinating content, And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, happy shooting.